Okay guys, so let's measure. You will need to get a tape measure, just a normal standard one like this. We're going to use the centimetres side, okay? First, make sure that it is straight. This one's been rolled up, so I'm just going to pull it out straight. Then make sure that you are wearing something that is going to be not adding any bulk, okay? So jersey's off, do it in your underwear if you want, totally up to you. Okay, first step is our abs. So what we want to do is we want to locate our belly button. You can do this with your clothes up as well, guys. It is entirely up to you. You just need to make sure that you're consistent when you measure again, okay? So if you want to keep your pants up like this, that is fine. But I do suggest that you pull them down, pull up your top, and go around your tummy. And we want to be roughly 2 fingers below our belly button. This is generally the biggest point on our tummies. Okay, so about 2 fingers below the belly button, and I'm about here, okay? We want to make sure that it is reasonably straight around our body, and you can do that by just looking in a mirror. Excuse my pants marks all over my tummy. You can, as well, you can just pull your pants right up, and you can go 2 centimetres below the belly button with your pants up the same way, but you'll need to make sure you're wearing the same pants and you're measuring it in exactly the same spot next time, because these pants can be tighter than the next pants, okay? That is abs. Write that number down. As far as tightness goes, you don't want to be pulling really tight, but you do want it to be reasonably firm, okay? Next we have our waist. This is just under your bra. Okay, so super easy, so you go just along the bra line. Okay, and again we want to get that measure. So you are generally fine to go over your top. This top's really thin, but you want to make sure you're consistent with which bra you actually wear. Okay, next one is chest. So you might want to go over your back with this one. Oh, make sure we're on the right side. So a lot of people, when they lose weight, they lose boob size. So we want to get this one down as well, okay? Get that measure. Next we have arms, okay? So you just want to go roughly in the middle of your arm. The best way to find that, this one's called bicep, for when you're writing it down, is just give yourself a wee squeeze, and does anything pop up, and then you go there. So I wrap it around like this. I'm doing it on myself. Whoopsies. And we want to go again, trying to find the middle the best we can, and you're going to get that number down. Okay, get the finger out from behind it, and again, not too firm with your grip, but you don't want it to be loose. Same on this side. We've got to get both sides of the arms. Hips, we want to go around the belly of the bum. So a mirror, I would recommend a mirror. I've got a mirror just in front of me here. If you can get access to one, you can then see that the tape measure is straight, okay? So we want this to be in the belly of the bum and sort of directly on the hip bone, okay? Get that measure. It sits around the front, sort of just right on the top of the hip flexors. That's your hip measure. Okay, thighs, we're gonna go and bend our leg, and where we have the crease between our thigh and our hip, we're gonna place the top of the tape measure there. Then we're going to measure down to where we want to measure, okay? So if you've got quite big thighs, then you might want to measure quite high. If you're quite straight up and down, it probably doesn't matter too much how far down you go. But for my thighs, I'm bigger up the top. I would go about 15 down, which takes me to about here, okay? If you want to, you can go upper thigh and lower thigh, but my lower thigh doesn't change a hell of a lot. Okay, totally up to you. So that's 15 centimetres, and I'm going to get that number there. Exactly the same here. Find your crease. We're going to go down 15 centimetres, spin it round, Go around the leg, make sure it's straight. And again, using a mirror to make sure it's straight is a good idea. And get that number down. Very normal if you've got a couple of centimetres difference. I had a girl in the other day who had about 4 centimetres difference in her thigh size, and that was because she had a knee injury not so long ago. So that's our tape measure done. Next thing you want to do is, if you have scales at home, jump on scales and write that number down. That's not going to be our main measure. Tape measure is our main measure, okay? But still get weight if you've got access to scales. The next thing, the third thing you want to do is in your togs or in your underwear, take a picture in a mirror. Okay, you're going to be able to see a difference in that way as well. Okay, that's a really good way to measure your progress and to measure how much you're toning up. So that's it, super easy. Get to it, post done once you've done it.